This is the TJ Evans Show, and here's my uncle, TJ Evans.
The Daily Wire correspondent Candace Owens wanted to approach Patrisse Cullors, a Black Lives Matter leader, and ask her a couple questions about where did the money go. She went to her house, and Patrisse Cullors went on IG Live and said she was scared for her life because, the right-wing extremists.
The right-wing media and right-wing pundits are creating have created an incredibly dangerous environment for me.
That's kind of crazy because I can't remember for the last couple of years where actual news correspondents from like CNN and politicians were saying, you don't have to be nice.
Now, too many see the protests as the problem. No, the problem is what forced your fellow citizens to take to the streets. Persistent and poisonous inequities and injustice. And please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
If you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
This morning, I woke up to Candace Owens being outside of my house with a news crew. She was demanding that I come outside. And when I looked at the video recording of what she was asking about, she was actually asking about the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation property. And for some reason, it seems like she thought my house was that. It's unacceptable and it's dangerous that any stranger come outside of my house, but it's really unacceptable and dangerous when Candace Owens, another Black woman who is actually working as a part of a right-wing agenda, comes outside of my house with cameras.
So yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but it's only like that because it's happening to you. Because for the last couple of years, I remember when Black Lives Matters were going to individuals' homes, and these were politicians, and no leader said, no, don't do that, that's wrong. Nobody shook their head at it from that side.
Lives Matter demonstrators are outside of a home protesting District Attorney Jackie Lacey. They're in the driveway with signs, bullhorns, and chairs, and they say they want her to come outside to have a community meeting.
Many of us have experienced death threats. Many of us have children. Many of us are super vulnerable. And the fact that she's came outside my house and demanded things, harassed me, is unacceptable.
If you don't know, I'm your host, TJ Evans, and this is another episode of the TJ Evans Show. Remember to do the social media things, subscribe to the pages on YouTube and Rumble, comment down below, and like this video. Tell us what you think. It's funny how somebody who proclaims to be a Marxist believes in private property.
I think of a lot of things. The first thing I think is that we actually do have an ideological frame. Myself and Alicia in particular are trained organizers. We are trained Marxists. We are super versed on sort of ideological theories.
How do you feel about Black Lives Matter? Me, personally, I already knew from the jump that it was a joke. Because nobody knew what it was in the beginning. Some people thought that it was just a slogan. Some people thought it was an organization that came together to get justice for individuals killed by the police. And some people thought it was going to be the new Black Panther Party. But from the beginning, they didn't care about Black lives because they didn't care about the real issues. In their charter, they said they wanted to destroy the idea of the nuclear family. we as black individuals need fathers. How could you just destroy the nuclear family? The nuclear family consists of fathers. And then what's so hard about asking the question about where did the money go? And it was funny, during this whole time where Patrisse Cullors was going off online, Candace Owens was online during her live showing everything that happened.
Okay, so this is insane. In real time right now, I am watching Patrisse Cullors do a live claiming that I went to her property and demanded to speak to her. And I only way I can describe it is she sounds like she's really scared. We're working on a documentary talking about all of the funding pertaining to Black Lives Matter. Obviously, we know that Patrisse and a lot of the founders purchased $1 million homes in white neighborhoods. They also purchased a Black Lives Matter property. So we went to the property and asked if there was anyone that we could speak to, very politely, by the way. We've got cameras in tow, so there's no way she can, it's all on camera. And we just said, is there anyone we can speak to? Nobody asked us to leave. The person went inside. It was just a white man that we saw outside that was providing security.
There's a couple of hypocrisies going on in this whole scenario with Patrisse Cullors and Black Lives Matters. But individually, how does she have this estate where she has a gated fence and she's protected by private security? One, the private security is white, so she's not giving jobs to black people. Number two, security, while you're saying get rid of the police, but this is Black Lives Matter. Like, they're all full of hypocrites. And you can tell that it was going to be a broken system because nobody understands what BLM is. Some people thought it was just a slogan. Some people thought it was an organization that came together to get justice for individuals who were killed by the police. And some people thought it was going to be the new Black Panther Party. Me, I just didn't think they cared about black people because they wanted to destroy the idea of the nuclear family in their charter. And I know one thing that will help black people as a whole for us to move forward is black fathers, the black family. So I don't think they care about black people. And I noticed since the whole money laundering thing has been going on and people are being exposed to the lies they've been telling, I noticed that their support has been dwindling. Do you still support them? And if so, why? If you don't, what changed your mind? But for some reason, they're still getting some type of media support, and I don't know why. I don't know why or who is supporting them enough to push them, and for what effort. I mean, I have a couple of ideas. It's from some guy that I've been researching called Jorge Ceros, but that's just to overthrow America since this is the last bastion of freedom on the planet. But that's for another day. I'm your host, TJ Evans, with another episode of the TJ Evans Show. Y'all remember, do the YouTube and Rumble thing. Subscribe to the channels on YouTube and Rumble. Comment down below, like the video, and y'all do your own research. Don't take my word for gold. But yeah, y'all stay educated on what's going on. Keep your eyes open. Y'all stay prayed up. Stay safe. Peace.